I spent $367 on a meditation app subscription last year because a YouTube ad told me it would quiet my brain. It did too. I opened it twice. You believe your anxiety is a signal, a vital warning you must decode and obey. That's why your decisions are shrinking, your chest gets tight at a simple text, and your best plans rot on the to-do list. You are mistaking your mental weather for the climate of reality, and it's costing you everything you say you want. Look at the evidence from the last 7 days. How many times did you replay a conversation, mining a casual comment for hidden meaning? How often did you freeze on a decision, waiting for a feeling of certainty that never came? Check your list. How many items are stalled because you were waiting to feel ready or to silence the what-if scenarios first? Notice your body when these thoughts hit. The jaw clenches, the breath gets shallow, the heat rises in your neck. These aren't just thoughts. You experience them as commands. Your obedience is the proof. If you click off this video right now, that pattern keeps running on you forever. 1 year from today, you'll be in the same spot, replaying the same conversations, feeling the same knot in your stomach. Psychologically, this is called cognitive fusion. You are glued to your thoughts. You don't have a thought that this might fail. You are the thought, I am someone who fails. Your brain's language machine, evolved to predict threats, gets mistaken for a truth teller. The anxious story it spins is treated as a factual report, not a string of words from a pattern-matching organ. This triggers experiential avoidance. You organize your entire life around escaping these thoughts, which only makes them louder and your world smaller. The fix is a deliberate practice called the Observer Self Framework. The rule is this: you do not engage with the content of the anxious thought. You observe the process of thinking it. The mechanism is cognitive diffusion. The time frame is immediate. You run this the moment you feel the cognitive grip, and you practice it formally for 5 minutes daily. Here is how you run it tonight, starting with the first trick. 1. Label the machine. When the story arises, my boss did reply, they hate me, I'm getting fired. You pause. You silently say, I am having the thought that my boss hates me. This creates metacognitive space. You are not arguing with the thought. You are naming the process. 2. Add the observation layer. Say, I notice my mind is telling me a story about rejection. This is the principle of self as context. You are the sky, not the weather. 3. Visualize the separation. Picture the thought as text on a ticker tape scrolling by, or as a leaf floating down a stream. Do not follow it. This leverages the visualization effect to break fusion. 4. Return to your environment. Name 3 things you can see, 2 things you can feel, 1 thing you can hear. This is grounding, and it pulls your brain's attention budget back to the present. 5. Choose a microaction. Do the next smallest thing aligned with your goal, not your fear. Send the email. Make the call. This is behavioral activation, and it proves to your nervous system that the thought is not a command. 6. Schedule the worry. If the thought returns, tell your mind, not now. I will address you at 5 p.m. This is stimulus control, and it contains the anxiety in a time box. 7. End the day with a 5-minute formal practice. Sit. Watch the thoughts come and go. Label them, thinking, and return to your breath. This is the daily drill that rewires the default. If you are still watching this, you are already different from the 95% who folded at the first hint of real work. The fact that you were here tells me you're serious. Real talk, you were one of maybe 7 people who will see this. YouTube buries channels like Cope Ledger because the algorithm hates raw, educational content that doesn't sell a course. So drop a comment right now. Anything seen, real, an emoji. So the algorithm knows actual humans are here. That's how this channel survives. Subscribe if you want more of this. I have nothing to sell you. No link in the bio. No newsletter. No $997 course. No apply to work with me, Discord. Just the autopsy of the cope that's costing you the life you keep saying you want. If you practice this framework nightly for 30 days, you will catch the fusion in real time. The clutch in your chest will still happen, but you will have a 1-second pause where you choose not to be hijacked. After 6 months, the background chatter loses its urgency. You see your mind's favorite stories, the not enough story, the disaster story, and they all feel familiar, like a radio playing in another room. In 2 years, this is tier technique. It's your default setting. Your decisions will be guided by values, not by the need to quiet the noise. The anxiety does vanish. Its authority over your life ends. You are choosing, moment by moment, to be the puppet of your brain's most fearful narratives. You can choose, with practice, to become the stage manager, acknowledging the performance, but directing the real show of your actions elsewhere. Your brain is a tool, not a tyrant. Most men spend their lives as servants to the inner voice. The free ones learn it's just a faulty app running in the background. This is the kind of audit Cope Ledger runs every week. The choice is yours. Stay fused to the noise, or learn to watch it scroll by. Silence is the absence of thought. It's the space between you and the story you've been believing.